Transition and hello Twitch, we are live. Waiting for our last one to show up. Definitely nothing untoward happening behind the scenes prior to just now.
I'll
Well,
never
we can
get
just
to
continue the conversation as we're waiting for Hunter, and points out that the best memes on the internet right now are the ones that write men from a woman's perspective, as if they're written by how men treat women in books. So it's like he walked into the room, his dangling bits were just bouncing everywhere.
They do bounce.
Oh man.
stop reading my love for books. Stop it. Burn them all.
Oh,
You guys are
it's horrible.
you guys are making this very difficult to eat the food I just made.
You know, I love that video that explains how if you want to stop a 5e spellcaster from casting spells, just pin them against a wall and make
Yep,
out with them
and then
sloppy style.
because they can't do
They
anything.
can't do
You can't
verbal
do
or
somatic. You
somatic
can't do vocal.
components.
Or there's the other one that you just use Mage Hand to put the fingers in their mouth.
Don't give people ideas.
Too late.
I mean, YouTube, it's already out there. TikTok does it.
Uh,
Keyboard. There we go.
Frank, you need to tell me the name of that book you were talking about, because I want to see
Uh,
what that one
one
is.
second.
Out of bourbon. Sad day.
Well, that's convenient.
Now, I haven't read it at all, and it just caught my eye at the bookstore. I don't even know if it's even well reviewed. But
How to become. Oh,
You want to talk about things that are well reviewed? If any of you have Apple TV,
stop! Oh shit!
Ted Lasso, the show,
Stop it!
really good.
Stop!
Is that
yeah.
is that the
Yeah. Stop it.
what's his name?
He was on SNL.
Yeah. He's in
Jason Sudeikis.
yeah, we're the Millers, I think.
Yes, the dad.
Yeah.
We are the quote dad on We Are the Millers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he plays a positive, upbeat, like never negative American football coach that gets hired, like college coach, I think even Division 2, who gets hired to coach a Premier League football team.
Yeah, I keep seeing the same clip on like Facebook and YouTube, but it's where he's playing darts. And he's
Yes.
like, if you were a questioning man, you would ask me, do I play darts?
Do you play a lot of darts, Ted? And I would have responded, every Saturday afternoon since the age of 12 with my father in a bar. Yep. Really good show. And probably the best and most accurate portrayal of panic attacks in a television series I've seen. It is very lighthearted, but it also touches on some emotional topics that is very well done.
Nice.
And if we're talking about shows, we should also mention that Shogun is being renewed for a second and third season, even though they're done the book.
Yo, sick.
That's a bad sign.
I don't like. I get the idea. A lot of people are upset because like the book's done. Where do you go from there? But it's like where the book ends, it leaves you wanting so much more. Like I want more of that story,
If
and
they
I can see them expand
writing
because like
quality, maybe.
it's
We've seen this in anime all the time. When the show outpaces the writing and goes past where the writer got to, it falls off a cliff. It happened in Game of Thrones.
true, but anime and Game of Thrones aren't based on a historical part of history.
Yeah, but
They aren't.
it's still historical fiction.
It's still historical fiction, but a lot of the events are based on like they just changed the names, sort of.
No, right. Anime isn't based on history. I'm sorry.
I don't know. It's Hiroyuki Sanada. That man could just sit there and read the dictionary, and I would listen to him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a simp on Maine over here.
Yes, I will. Yes, I fully admit there are people I will just. It doesn't matter how good they are in it. I will watch them no matter what.
Do we want to get stuff out of the way, like recap and sponsors, while we wait for Hunter?
It's probably a good idea.
Yeah,
And then when he joins in, we can just jump in.
yeah. And we don't know how long he's going to be, so
I want
yeah,
to save
we'll kick things off, and then he can join in whenever he gets here.
I want to save his voice
Advertise.
too. Frank, you want to do sponsors
Sure.
or
Start it off?
ads? Yeah.
All right. We would like to thank our first sponsor, Monument Studios. We've been using them for some time now, and it's really cool that they are actually sponsoring us. They give us all of our in-game music and sound effects with hundreds of scores, like kittens bouncing on tables. There's more sound effects, and there's undoubtedly the perfect score for your next adventure. They also have 100% copyright-free scores and sound effects. You can get 100% off your first month using code WISH, WISH, for the streaming platform Fantasy Plus at fantasyplus.app, app. Again, thanks to Monument Studios for sponsoring us. And it's very disconcerting to hear the cat and not see him, even over my headphones.
He's probably fine.
Well, yeah, earlier you can't see it on the camera, but I've got a bunch of windsurfing sails next to me. And he kept climbing up to the top of him. And every single time I'd tell him no, and I'd grab him and I'd put him down. Well, today he climbed up to the top of him. And he got up there and he realized he didn't know how to get down. And finally he jumped. And I just let him do it. And he belly flopped really bad. And he stopped and he stood there like, all right, I fucked up. That was on me.
Halfway down, it was at this moment he knew he fucked up.
Pretty much. And he hasn't gone back up there since, so maybe he learned. Anyway, the next sponsor for us is Last Bastion Studios, and we're really proud to have them. They make comics, toys, and most recently, the first wave of officially licensed Ultraman figures. Stay tuned for special offers, free digital comics, and discounts. And thanks again for lastbastionstudio.com for sponsoring us.
Oh, I guess I should pull up the recap, huh? Volunteering people to do things. Okay. Welcome back, everyone. Our last session picked back up with the party completing their downtime. The party found a piece of paper containing a note that fell out of Cardinal's pocket from her new cloak obtained from the treasure of the Cult of Chaos. Caligar attempted to decipher the note and that's a drink. Suffered some sanity effects that definitely won't bite the party in the ass later on. The party took the note to the High Priest of Sigmar, Werner, who informed the party he could not undo the magic around the note. Werner gave the party two potential courses of action: go to the Empire capital of Altdorf to ask the librarians for help, or cross the Sea of Chaos and go to the Elvish capital to seek their assistance with multiple millennia of knowledge. The party chose to head south to Altdorf. To make money along the way, they chose to escort a government official named Hans something, tasked with taking a census of the surrounding areas to calculate the casualties inflicted by the forces of chaos. They would find the first township was completely empty, with the forest around starting to show signs of decay. The next village appeared to have been abandoned for over a century, even though the census was last done 6 months ago. Buildings stand in disrepair, crumbling and rotting and rusting to pieces. Inside the village, the party would meet a strange healer who called himself Kellen. Kellen informed the party he had visited the town just a few months ago, and there had been people living there. Searching the town, the party would find what appeared to be bushes, but when disturbed were revealed to contain the bones of villagers, as if they had died many years ago. It's supposed to be rotted bushes. I forgot that word. After noticing movement nearby, Ezekiel once again disappeared from the party for a few moments. Upon returning, Ezekiel revealed the cause of the rot to be from Nurgle's forces, a prince of chaos. Ezekiel informed the party he had been tasked with rooting out the source of the corruption. The party questioned Ezekiel about the source of the information, but he remained secretive, stating only that once commanded by those he owed his allegiance, he was expected to carry out the task or risk punishment. The party then discussed how best to proceed, deciding to take Kellen's word for the census of the final town and to escort Hans something back to the edge of the corruption so he could return to Middenheim. And that brings us tonight.
Okay. So you guys are heading out from the Z's town.
Oot
You're
and
heading
boot.
out in the beat. Right? Is there anything else you were doing? Okay.
No.
So, let's do this. It helps if I am on the right page. I wonder if this shows up for you guys.
You see it.
I still see the default street screen, not a map
Yeah.
or anything.
I haven't brushed over to anything yet.
Gotcha.
God damn, you crazy motherfuckers.
You gotta click the little drop down arrow and then you can click between the ones. Top left corner.
We got a couple of 21 lads over here.
Okay, so wow, 3 of you.
Yeah. Suck it.
Those
I
were
just
very
realized
impressive
that
rolls to find out that there's nothing as you're heading out away from the corrupt.
Wow. Nothing? You
Oh,
can't give us anything?
the daggers I'm getting from Fox right now, just awesome.
Oh, did we
No,
get a
it's-
short rest while we were discussing what we were gonna do with?
Do you feel like you need a short rest? Is that
I
why you're
do.
asking?
Yes. I cast darkness twice. That's my 2 spell slots.
We can say that yes, you get your short rest in before you're heading
Awesome.
out.
Good. I need those spell slots really bad.
So before I was so rudely interrupted by Cardinal's expressive face, what I was saying is there's nothing, like, you don't encounter anything of serious note. Like, there's no monsters, there's nothing gonna jump out at you, there's no boogeyman, there is no Easter Bunny. Bonus points if you can name that movie. So you're moving north away from the corruption, and as you're going along, you start to hear the sounds of the forest returning as the corruption thins out. So in the village where you heard nothing but the wind, now you're starting to hear the rustle of animals through the leaves, birds singing, sun is making its way through the tree branches, all that fun stuff. And yeah, so you get through the corruption, and Hans and his 2 faithful companions of Ty and Sun give you guys a wave, and they run off. They don't want anything to do with whatever that nasty shit is in the woods.
Do we get paid from him or do we get paid in Altdorf? Oh, we get.
No, he had the money with you, and before he leaves, he chucked you a bag of, what was it, 1,200?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're putting in party loot.
Put in
I
party.
know.
loot.
No,
I
there
know.
was some extra danger pay in there. You make it 18.
Don't.
If it was me saying that, I'd agree with you, but no.
I had to try.
You had to try. But you tried a little too hard. If you'd gone for like 13, I might have believed it. Okay. So now you guys are at the edge of the woods. Or sorry, at the edge of the corruption. You're still deep in the woods. What is your plan? What are you doing?
So if we needed to go northwest to get to the center of the corruption before, and now we head north, we've got to go southwest to hit the center.
I think the center of the corruption is still roughly to the northwest, because last time he said it was following the path of where the army previously was. The army came from the coast of the northwest, so it could be somewhere in that direction. Is my
Because
thinking.
remember, we found out that it's nowhere in everywhere. So I don't think it's at
True.
a certain place.
That is what I was told. It is nowhere and everywhere.
Well, we've gone north and we've hit the edge of the corruption. I was assuming the corruption was a circular type thing out there.
We wanted to check out the third village too, to see the extent of the damage.
I think you did mention that, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we were heading towards Altdorf anyway, as their original destination.
Yeah, and that third village was on its way.
So
More or
is
less.
that? So we're gonna head south, hit up that village, and continue on to Altdorf, while we learn what we can as we walk, I suppose.
Sure.
Oh boy.
What could go wrong with that?
Okay, so I'd say it took you, let's ballpark it at 4 hours to get past the corruption. Then if you're coming back, you're looking at another 4. So that'll take you a day worth of walking. If you're going to this other village, probably another day. So you're 2 days out. I'm just doing math for myself. And we will do the thing again.
Big money, no whammies. Oh yeah.
Why are the three of us connected? I don't like it.
Give me a sec. Everyone say hi to Katie.
Hi, Kate.
Hello.
Powerade sucks, by the way.
He's a good dad.
Why? I don't think she needs to remind her. They're the expert.
She lets
Are
him
you
play.
seriously opening Powerade?
So, Tobias,
Yes.
I get the feeling you don't trust me.
I did trust you, but then you just disappeared and we didn't know what was happening. And then you suddenly showed up with guards.
To secure the scene.
But again, you never stopped to say, "Hey, I'm going to go get the guards." You were just gone
But I showed back up.
with armed people.
Yeah. Did they hurt you? Did they... We got paid. Nothing bad happened. I think that should ease your concerns a little bit.
You got very close to being arrowed.
I understand.
Do you?
Okay. Are you guys done being paranoid?
I was buying you time while you struggled with
Oh.
a Powerade bottle.
You try it for a second, if it don't work, grab the fucking knife. Anyways. Okay, so you guys keep traveling in like a south-southwest direction, more or less. You pass through the corruption, and then you actually start coming out the other side of it. And as you're looking around, the trees seem healthier, but there's something that doesn't quite feel right. And it's weird that it's being mentioned because the one that recognizes that is the dwarf.
These trees look funny.
Don't they all look funny to you?
Trees are trees, but these are weird trees.
Can I roll an insight check on the trees?
Yes. Yeah, go ahead.
The trees have eyes! The trees have eyes!
I'm trying to figure out what to do here. Yeah.
I
Good
would like
tree.
to check the tree.
It's got bark.
Yep, if you want to roll your insights.
Is it inside or is it nature? Because
You
I'm
can do
not a
nature as
clown.
well.
Okay, I love it.
I'm
Is
just
it
gonna be
actually
weird.
inside?
You can do nature or insight, whatever you want to do.
So
I'm just gonna be weirdly on guard against the trees and like my hand hovering over my hammer.
And Ezekiel, you're rolling privately, by the way.
Oh,
And sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead, Tobias.
I rolled a
So
3.
we're headed to that third village right now, right? And we're back through the other side of the corruption, right?
Yes.
So currently, you take a look, and again, it feels they look fine to you, but it feels like there's something wrong. Like it's just enough out of sorts that it's not quite making sense. And like it's to the point where Calgar starts joking that the trees have eyes. You almost kind of believe it.
I don't like the way you said that. I don't like that smile on your face when I point out that I don't like the way you said that.
It's the only one I got.
So should we burn these trees?
I am very much thinking about a nice forest fire.
Again, the question is just, can we outrun a forest fire?
The answer is always no.
Especially since you're at this point, you're maybe, for the American of you, I say you're half a mile. Even though I really want to say you're about a kilometer.
Keep it as kilometers. It's fine.
Ezekiel, I don't have to outrun a forest fire. I just have to outrun you.
That's not how forest fires work. It's not a bear.
Agree to disagree.
Let me hear these kids. Alcar, what specifically about these trees is weird to you?
Calgar, roll a nature check. And Tobias too. We'll just round it off. My god, you guys are rolling like ass today.
We're saving it for the combat.
They used up the 220s at the start.
Yeah, that's
I
awesome.
know.
On the roll that didn't matter, apparently.
So, Calgar, when Cardinal's asking you what's weird about the trees, you kind of walk over and like you run your hand down the bark, and it's like it looks and feels like bark, but at the same time, I don't even know how to explain it. It feels like bark, but it doesn't. Like it's got a hardness to it, but it almost feels like it's getting
It's
to a point
weirdly
of being
squishy.
yeah, it's like almost flesh-like, but still hard. It's best way to say it. It defies explanation.
It's flesh-like, but it's hard like wood.
I wasn't gonna bring it up.
Yep. I've said it. We're gonna roll with it.
If I start taking my armor off, do the trees get harder?
I hate you.
Roll performance.
Ooh, I think I'm actually good at this.
When I see him doing that, I'll knock an arrow and start to point it at the tree.
Oh God!
Well, now you gotta give them something.
They're not that kind of trees.
They're about to be.
Well,
Oh, you could not have asked for a better 20 on that roll. Like, just wow. No, they're not that kind of trees.
well, I'm gonna disappointedly put my armor back on. I haven't put on quite this
Roll
slope.
an insight for me.
Insight. I'm bad at this.
Okay.
I'm back
You
to
put
it.
you put the armor back on, and you're just like, I thought I could arouse some trees.
Okay, I'm gonna come back from the trees and I'm gonna have my hammer in hand because this is weird and wacky. And just these trees, they're almost fleshy, but they're not. And it's weird. I don't like these. I don't like these trees.
If I knock an arrow and aim it at a tree, does it react?
Roll perception.
Why are our rolls so bad
Fucking
when it
nice.
matters?
So you knock an arrow, you point it at a tree, and you hear a rustling in the leaves, but you can't be sure if it's the tree reacting or if it's just something moving through above you.
Well, do we keep moving or do we start
Are
killing
there
trees?
any like somewhat solitary trees?
Yeah, if you go searching for like 5-10 minutes, you're gonna find one that's in a bit of a clearing, just kind of on its own.
I'm gonna light it on fire.
Okay. I assume
I
you're
don't
just
like
using
these trees. And
your favorite
yeah,
spell.
hmm
Okay. Yeah, you
Yes,
set the
I'm gonna.
bonfire like around the base of the tree, I take it?
Yeah.
Okay. So the bonfire starts up and you're relatively close and you're watching like the grass around the tree starts to burn and smoke is starting to emanate from the bark. It's burning like you would think it would, but it doesn't smell right. It smells, there's that faint smell of burning flesh in there as well.
Oh no.
Hmm.
What if these are all the missing villagers?
That's dark. DM furiously writes down notes.
They've all been turned into rotting, corrupted trees.
Well, these ones aren't rotting trees. They're just weird, kind of fleshy, not fleshy trees. So I'm gonna drop my spell so that the bonfire's not there anymore. And so if it's still on fire at this point, it's still on fire.
You drop the fire and the tree stops burning.
Okay, is there anything weird about like any weird sap, not sap coming out of it? Is it bleeding? Because when wood
The
gets hot, sap does come
bark,
out of wood.
well, the bark looks charred. That's about it.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a medicine check on this tree and inspect it like living matter rather than nature.
Okay.
It's not the dice, it's just my rolls. That's 15.
So you go over to the tree and you start like kind of looking around, checking out the burn areas, and then you get a bit of an idea and you flip out a knife and you run the blade down a ridge of the bark, and it kind of splits, and a blackish reddish fluid starts to run out of it, and you touch it, you look at it, and it has that consistency of blood, but doesn't smell like any blood you've ever experienced, and at the same time doesn't feel like it.
Well, this continent is certainly interesting.
I don't know what else we can do. Keep headed to the village? Or just record where this is happening?
Yeah,
Or
stay on your guard. If Nurgle was at the last one, this is probably a different influence.
Wasn't it all chaos?
Yes, but there's 4 different types of chaos.
Which is...
Corn, like brutality and slaughter. Nurgle, corruption, disease, rot, decay. Slanesh, which we all met.
Bow, chicka, wow, bow,
Yeah.
down.
Filthy, disgusting, grody people.
And then get everyone to roll a religion test.
How do I have proficiency in religion? Interesting.
why do you have proficiency in religion?
It doesn't matter. It's a 7.
I guess I should probably roll for Bertrand as well, since he's technically here. What I say, religion?
Yes.
Okay. So, Tobias, Ezekiel, Bertrand, you know that there's a 4th god, but you never had any encounters with it. Calgar and Cardinal, you know a little bit more in that the 4th god that you haven't run across yet is Zinch, the Lord of Change. And if you want to spell that, I'll type that one out, because that one's a bit fun.
I got it.
Yeah, but Fox doesn't.
That like TZ, yeah. Ooh, Bertrand's typing it out. Very
Oh, yeah.
nice.
Yeah, that's what I meant by I got it. But yeah, I was just a little slower. I see how it is.
And you know that one of their main domains is magic and sorcery, but also a lot of mutation comes from his influence, I guess is a good way to put it.
Interesting. This could be the work of Finch. Mutating these trees into flesh.
Well, it gives me the heebie-jeebies, so
So do we try to find... do we try and find the center of the flesh trees, or do we just keep going to the village?
Let's head towards the village and see what's happened there. I'm
Yes.
assuming that this corruption will have taken over that village as well, but we need to go make sure.
How many
Uh-oh. I
cans
see where
got
this
are
is going.
here? That's like 3. We've seen 3, right? Nurgle, Slanesh.
we
We've
fought
seen
Khorne's
2.
forces in the city
Mhm.
on the night of the attack, and then we fought the Slanesh forces in the basement of the Nax household. And, well, I don't know who the last mage was dedicated to. Maybe Zinch.
No, they would have been like the leader of the cult, so that would have been Slanesh as well.
And Nurgle, we've just seen his influence in the town we came from, village, hamlet. I don't know what size it was.
That's sightings of the work of 4 chaos gods in a very small-ish area. I don't think it bodes well.
Well,
Something to keep in mind is like when you were in the city, you learned that Archaon is going to be trying to become the Everchosen, which is receiving the blessing of all 4 gods.
yeah. So he would be trying to unite the 4 different forces of chaos to wage war against all of humanity again.
Lovely.
Which is why I say we kill anything corrupted quickly and efficiently if we come across it.
I see your reasoning. Let us move on.
Okay, so you guys are heading still towards the village?
Yeah. And I'm gonna have my hammer out, and I'm gonna be like just ready for the first sign of trouble.
Okay.
Bet we find very disturbing behavior in the village.
I wonder if we even find the village.
I bet you that all the villagers are still there.
I don't want to wager on the life of villagers.
Well, I think it's already happened. So,
Okay, so as you guys are walking, it takes you about another 3 to 4 hours as you're going deeper into the woods. Cardinal, you're paying attention to the trees, and you're starting to recognize the signs to say there's something wrong. They're not quite what you're expecting, and you're figuring it's the same type of corruption, just of a different sort. Tobias, as you're getting further into the trees, you're kind of looking up, and you're sensing some movement, like trees, branches are rustling. Um, you hear like the creaking of wood, but as you look up, it's not any animals or the wind going through. You can actually watch as the branches are flexing themselves, and you can almost see like the bark rippling as if like there's muscle underneath. And you get a glimpse as you pass through a clearing, looking at one tree right on the edge of it, and you see what's almost like a tentacle starting to grow out of one of the branches.
the branches or the tentacle reaching for us, or they're just reaching?
They're just flowing in the wind. Because the distance you notice it at, it's probably, say, a good 80 to 100 feet away. So you can barely make it out through the leaves, but it's very obvious that what's waving there is not a natural branch.
Guys, if you look, that tree isn't just becoming flesh, it's turning into something else.
Yeah, this is definitely the work of Zinch.
I think we should burn it all, and I still think I can outrun Ezekiel.
It's not a question of if you can outrun me. Again, it's the fire. Fire can tear through these woods so quickly.
Your suggestion is noted. Can I
don't think-
inspect this special looking tree?
Yeah. How do you want to inspect it? Like a nature inspection? You want to go for medicine again? What are you doing?
I'm going for medicine.
Okay. Okay, so like if you're heading over to the tree to get a better look at it, from the ground, it's like a purplish, pinkish tentacle that's about 5 to 6 feet long, and just reaches out, coiling and twisting around itself. You can't really see if it's trying to grasp anything. It's just kind of like doing its own thing. If you want to get a closer look, you have to go up the tree.
I'm not touching that.
Come on, what's the worst that could happen?
I poke it with my pick.
You poke the tree.
I'll knock an arrow when I see her doing that.
Okay. You poke the tree, and where you make contact with the bark, you can see it kind of like recoils like a muscle that you touched.
This is terrible.
This is disgusting.
Okay. Well,
And this is getting
what
worse.
I think.
This has been getting worse as we approach the village.
Yes.
Oh boy.
I feel like we need to get to that village quickly in case there is anybody left there alive.
I agree.
Hmm.
And I don't think these are woods anymore. Wouldn't feel bad about burning them all down.
I have a feeling that first village was probably hit by a corn raiding party. The second one was obviously Nurgle. This one's Zinch. I wouldn't be. And then we had the Slanesh cultists in the city. they're getting busy.
Not with me.
Shall we keep moving?
Yep, I believe we should keep moving, but do so cautiously.
Should we move at stealth pace? Or do we want to move quickly?
If we want to move quickly, I can help us move stealthier. Yeah, Kibble.
I don't like it either, but
I might cast passive powder trace to help us, so we can still be decently stealthy while moving fast.
Okay. That sounds like a good plan.
Okay. Go ahead and cast it, and then we'll do some stealth checks.
oh boy.
Just give me 1 second here. Oh, that's fine. Alright, so Cardinal can just do the check on their own, but for the rest of you, just add in the +10.
If we're, I don't want to rules lawyer myself, but if we're moving fast but stealthy, does this at disadvantage?
You can't. If you're moving stealthy, then you're doing it at like half speed. If you're moving at your regular speed, then there's no effect. And if you're moving fast, then you're at disadvantage for your perception. I'm glad I'm getting these rolls out now.
It's still a
I mean,
16.
yeah. So you slow down a bit, and you're a little more cautious as you're advancing towards the town. Booty, your mic is low volume on the stream, apparently. So it takes you probably about another hour. Just kind of like pick your way through the trees. You're fairly confident that you're not breaking any branches. You're sure no one's really going to hear you coming. And then there's Bertrand just clomping away in the back. Decides he's going to fly instead.
Birds.
Okay. So I need to know what's your marching order as you're coming into the town.
I'll be towards the front.
I'll be in the middle.
I'll take up the caboose.
And then I'm assuming Bertrand's going to want to be near the front.
I'll be near the back with Tobias.
Alrighty. And are you guys just approaching the town straight from where you're coming from? Are you going to try and flank it? What are you thinking? Which direction are you approaching the town from? North, east, southwest?
Well, right now we're on the north side of it, or northeast, right?
Yeah.
Because we're heading southwest to it.
Mhm.
Okay.
As long as we don't walk in the front gate, we should be okay.
I
Well,
think.
can we
Sorry.
see into the town? We're just not there yet.
Okay, so as you're approaching it, like it's getting to the point where Cardinal, you know you've got like maybe about another 5 minutes, 10 minutes worth of time on Pass Without a Trace. for most of you, you can see the town, but nothing's really standing out. Cardinal, at a closer look, you recognize the buildings as the same ones from the previous town. Like, the building layout is the same, the manner in which they've fallen apart is the same, and from a distance, you can tell that the only change is that there's no rot that you can see, but they're still in the same level of destruction. They've fallen apart in the same areas, but like you can tell the wood's not rotted. There's no rusting, nothing like that.
Village looks. Are we talking like identical? Or like similarly built?
Identical.
I look at the rest of the party. It's not just me seeing this, right? This village looks identical to the second one. The layout and everything.
Yeah, something's weird. I assumed we'd find people, but it still looks destroyed, right?
Yes.
Still destroyed, and like you're remembering, like a building in the northwest corner of it, the northern wall was broken right in the middle, and you get a glimpse of the woods, and that same wall is broken in the same place.
But there's no rot.
No rot.
Something very strange is happening here.
All right, hopefully I don't blow your eardrums out now.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're good on my end.
Okay. I tried to adjust all the sound on the back end before I went live, so...
Move with extreme caution.
So is it? So do you guys think we're seeing literally the same village at different times of it being destroyed, or is this just copied
No,
villages?
no, it's. I think it's something else. Something else is going on. I can't be sure of what, but that doesn't sound right. Why would the same village be destroyed in the same way, but with different effects? In the Nurgle village, everything was rotting. Here, nothing is rotting.
But it's the same village.
It looks like the
It's
same
built
village.
the same way.
No, it's identical. It's identical to the second village, but it's in an entirely different location. And
So,
yes, it's different.
so I missed it because I was screwing with things on the back end. It looks exactly like the village where I talked to people.
Yeah,
Yes.
Cardinal is certain, like, it's identical.
Yeah, down to the same way. Everything was destroyed the same way. The only difference is that the previous village was rotting because of everything being Nurglified, and this one isn't rotting because there's no Nurgle effect.
It's too bad none of us have keen mind. Could tell if we're literally walking past the same trees, seeing different things. I feel like we might be walking in a loop.
I don't know about it being a loop. Because there was... Sorry.
Go for it.
I was saying, I don't think it's a loop because of how far we've gone, and if it was a loop, I would have thought there would be something else to show that we would have picked up on that.
Did we go through any different bends in the road? Has it been a straight walk? Has,
Roll a survival.
Oh, good. Something I'm not good at. Oh, yeah. I have no clue.
As far as you know, you've been walking a straight and narrow path.
I've never saw anything to differentiate that we had passed through different areas other than the different types of chaos magic that was at work on the trees.
I don't think that's it. Let's go and explore this village. Conjecture will get us nowhere.
I'm gonna start cautiously walking forward, trying to be as quiet as I can, but my hammer is ready. I am ready to let loose at whatever freaky thing I see that comes around a corner.
Okay. So that final approach takes you to those last 5 minutes. So then the spell wears off, and now you guys are just onto your own sneakiness.
It's fine for me. It really is the same layout.
It's not at all because I didn't have another map of a village to use.
It's scary chaos magic.
Did Kellen come with us? Or did he go with the...
Let's say he went with
people.
Hans. Yeah.
Stupid played doctors only go where there's money. Accused us civilized folk who lived in the city of having it better than people. He's just preying on all these people out here.
Okay, so you guys come in from the northeast corner of the town. You're free to explore.
It's nighttime now.
Yeah, it's about 8:30.
What season is it supposed to be right now? Summer, winter, fall, spring?
Spring. If you look at the calendar, it says June.
Oh, yeah. That it does. Motherfucker.
At least Bertrand's rolling low, so I don't have to tell you anything from his perspective, so I appreciate that. Okay, so as you guys are moving in towards the middle of the village, you're going past that northeastern building, and you're trying to take things slow, just be extra cautious. But Cardinal, you kind of like rub your hand along the side paneling of that house, and again, something feels off. Like you have that sense where it feels like wood, but at the same time has that like almost fleshy feeling. And you turn to take a closer look, and you see like behind the path your hand is taking, a series of small bumps start forming, and you take a step back, and you're kind of like, what the hell is that? And it, one by one, in the order like as they appeared, they all open up into little eyes. And they just blink, they're looking around.
Need to fix something. I did something wrong.
Did you just ban me from Twitch chat?
On accident. I was trying to ban the other one.
Okay. I'm going to start cursing in the language of Ind and say, what in the name of the holy gods is that? The buildings are alive, and not in the fun way.
There's a fun way.
I need to question for myself. What's the fun way?
The fun scary way. These are the bad scary way.
I mean, it would be fun if it was like Howl's Moving Castle.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay.
Okay, so eyeballs are showing up on the buildings now, or is it just where her hand was?
Just where, like, if follow the path of her hand, as she kind of like rubbed it along the wall.
Okay. And this bush that I'm in front of, in the last village, was a dead people bush. Is this a regular people bush, or like just a regular bush?
Roll investigation.
All right, you're back, Fox. Sorry about that.
You start to reach out to touch the bush, and then you notice like the leaves start shaking, almost in anticipation, and you get closer, and the branch becomes a little more obvious. It's not a branch of the bush; it's a tentacle that's trying to reach out towards you.
I am very rapidly backing away. And like, how is this tentacle keeping going, or like, is it just
No,
a short little
it's the
guy,
same,
or what?
yeah, it's the same thing, like the same length you'd see like a twig on a bush, like it's maybe 3 or 4 inches long. But the more you look at it, it's like it's a tentacle growing out of a tentacle that's got the consistency of bark.
And
Did
can I see
Kel-
anything at like? Sorry, is there anything I can see at like the base of it that shows like there was a person there, or it was just a regular bush that
Just a
got
regular bush.
tentacle-fied? Okay.
Yep.
Do you guys think Kellen lied to us?
No, because it'd been a month since he'd been here.
I think he said it was about 2.
Oh boy.
No, if
What the
What
hell was
fresh hell?
I am lighting things on fire. That sounds like a
Yeah, it is.
hyena? Jackal?
Yeah.
that? Do we hear that in game?
I would hope so.
Okay.
I'm pushing the button to make it happen.
I didn't know if you were clicking it just to emphasize. Oops, I accidentally clicked that. That was me.
Where is it coming from?
Yeah.
Where is Zeke? We've got 4 of us here in the middle.
Roll up.
I see me. Do you not see me?
Perception.
Nope.
I'm right here. Do they not see me?
I see
Oh,
it.
I see you now. I thought you were terrain.
Fucking.
God. Ever since I seduced that tree.
So you hear the laughter echoing through the trees, and it sounds like initially it sounds like it's coming from the southwest, like through that avenue between the buildings there, and then it sounds like it's coming from the direction you came from, then from the north. The only thing you can pick up is that it sounds like there's 2 of them that are just effectively circling the village, just cackling away.
Does this sound like any creatures natural to the area?
Roll a nature check.
I'm gonna cast dancing lights.
And you're wanting all 4 of them, I take it?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Can I buy a roll, please?
Well, I'm gonna move to the edge of the north side of the village here and keep an eye out.
The only thing that you can tell is that you've never heard that laugh before.
My 100 and... Is it dark yet, or is it still like twilight?
It's dark.
Okay, because I have 120 feet of dark vision.
You got 120 feet of devil sight, which is even better than dark vision.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see through magical darkness as well.
So you keep hearing the laughter. It keeps echoing from all around you. And the only thing you can tell is it's getting closer.
I think we need a more defensible position here.
What's more?
I'm not going in the buildings.
Yeah, I'd put your back against the wall.
I don't want to do that either.
The wall might put its back against you.
Might put more than its back against you.
I'm gonna bless, not the light force. I'm gonna bless 3 of us. Just to improve our chances.
Next time I hear a laugh, I'm just going to take a shot at it. I can't see it, but I'm still going to just send an arrow.
Yeah, if I hear, I'm gonna do what you do, and wherever you shoot, I'm gonna let off.
It laughs right in front of me, and I take an arrow right to the right butt cheek. Just, God!
Took a note to the right. I let off. Suddenly, you have a lightning bolt on your left.
Okay, let's do something fun, shall we?
What do you define as fun?
Let's roll initiative.
Oh, I didn't have the combat up.
Remember, 3 people are blessed.
I'm going to assume it's the 3 people within touch range of you.
No, it's you and Tobias and Algar.
Thank you.
What's a bless? Is that a plus a D4?
Yes. To,
I put it on you. It'll do it automatically now.
Okay, cool.
yeah, thanks.
That doesn't count for initiative, though, does it?
I wish.
Saving throws and attack rolls.
That sucks. It would have been a 4. Yeah. The good news is, absolutely nothing bad ever happens in the dark.
Oh boy.
With flesh buildings.
I'm tackling hyena-looking motherfuckers.
Ooh, I wonder if it would be like gnolls. Is it a
That's
regular gnoll?
Gnolls are mutants,
They're
right?
not
That's what I
regular.
was thinking.
Gnolls are creepy.
Yep, that's what I thought.
It's worse.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know
it's
what
so
that
much
is.
worse.
So, if they laugh or I can see them, I'll take a shot, but I can't see anything.
I still
They
don't
come up
see
on the
him.
combat tracker for you.
Yeah. Pink
What's that?
Horror of Zinch.
You don't see shit.
Why has it got to be pink?
Because that's what they are.
Barbie coded.
Okay, so Tobias, you're just chilling, ready for something to break cover for you?
No, the next time, or whenever I heard a laugh or something, I'm sending an arrow at it. Even if I can't see it.
It's been like constant laughter, and it's just the way the trees are, it's bouncing the sound around, so you can't pinpoint a location that's coming from. But the laughter's never stopped. I just don't want to have that constantly going.
Okay. All right, well, I'll hold my action to shoot if anything comes out and I can see it.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay, 1 steps out.
What do I see?
So, in the dark, you really can't, like, even with your dark vision, you can make out the form that's there, but you can't quite pick out details. But the shape you're seeing, it's stands about 3.5 feet tall, and it looks like it's just built out of muscle. But it's not a humanoid. It's humanoid in the sense that it has arms and legs, but you're seeing about 3 arms, no head, 2 spindly little legs, and it looks like it's a mixture of like it's fat muscle in the chest area. You see a couple swept back horns, and you can see like teeth in the middle of the chest, like that glisten in the dark.
All right, well, I'm going to take a shot at it.
Yeah, hits.
And I'm going to make that first arrow a grasping arrow. So it takes 7 extra damage. And from here on out, anytime it moves on a turn, it takes 2d6 damage. Or if it moves on a turn, it takes 2d6 damage.
Okay.
And then do I get a second shot, or is it just 1 shot?
You get your full attack action.
All right. I'll take another shot.
Shots. Everybody, come on, guys.
All right, that's me. That's my 2 shots.
Nice damage, buddy.
Yeah, that was some good.
And you see the shots sink into the flesh, and there's a fluid that starts like dripping out from the wounds. You can't tell if it's blood or anything, but you're gonna assume that it is. And it's gonna keep running towards you, so it takes another 2d6 damage.
Correct.
Go ahead and roll it.
For technical reasons, DM, I'm just going to check. Does this count as a blood that I can manipulate or not?
How do you manipulate blood?
I'm manipulated by the minerals inside. That's the...
I mean, like, feature-wise, what does things?
It literally says a creature or corpse that has blood. So it depends on how you define it. You have a good think about it.
I need to think about it. And by think about it, I need to roll dice. Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so he runs towards you. But he's not quite close enough to do what he wants. So as he gets closer, he can start to make out the eyes, and by eyes I mean like you're watching. You can see them opening and shutting across the torso, and they seem to like appear out of nowhere and they'll disappear. And you've seen anywhere from 2 eyes to about 17. But it looks like it's starting to think about something, and as it's moving towards you, it then suddenly changes direction. Runs down to here. And just vanishes. And that's its turn. And you're still hearing the 2 voices constantly laughing. And the one voice seemed to go from in front of you and then disappeared behind you. So then we have Bertrand. How close of attention is he paying to things?
I'm in danger.
I'm surprised you ran off on your own.
I didn't know if I was going to get more
It's like, why would you be surprised?
talking. Oh no.
So Bertrand is going to run.
Oh yes.
This direction, and he's going to ready an action to attack anything that comes within reach of him. And we have Calgar.
I can't hit what I can't see, and that little freaky thing disappeared. So I'm just gonna hold an action for.
Roll a perception for me.
Okay.
So you saw it disappear, and you heard the laughter, and it was coming from, like, you saw it in the open. It's laughing the whole way, and when it passed through whatever was there, you saw a faint glimmer of magic there, and then you hear that same laugh coming from the building to your left.
Over there.
Yeah, you should be able to
Over
see it from
here.
where you are.
Okay. It wasn't showing up. I wasn't quite.
Oh, you weren't quite far enough over?
Yeah. I needed to be that one square down, but yes, now I can see it. Alright, so since I can see it, I'm going to raise my hammer and just in a loud voice yell, "Drawn! Drawn!" as I send forth a lightning bolt.
Okay, it hits.
Alright, and what I use this thing? Yeah. Once on each of your turns, when I hit with it, I can make it do another d6. So I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Another one. Whatever. Alright, and then I'm gonna light it up. I forgot to put blessing on that first one. Oops. Oh wait, no, you already did it. Never mind.
It adds it in automatically, yeah.
Sorry, I already did that. So with that second one, would a 17 have hit?
Yeah.
Okay. And I think that's it for my turn.
Okay, so when your lightning arcs out, you're watching it impact, like it's hitting dead center, and you can see the arcs of energy like just passing through and around the body, but it's not doing as much damage as you think it would.
Crap. Alright.
Cardinal, roll perception.
Don't need to.
Roll perception.
Oh, fine. Okay, there you go.
Okay, so you hear the laughter coming from that building as well, and the other voice that you hear is coming from this direction.
Okay. I'm going to approach a little bit closer until I feel its life essence within 60 feet of me. And then I'm going to cast Blood Puppet with my channel divinity.
You would have felt its essence from there, from where you first started.
That's okay.
Okay, so what is Blood Puppet?
I'll put it up. I must make a wisdom saving throw DC 15 or be charmed.
Wisdom save DC 15. Why can't I find wisdom?
Ah, it has no wisdom. It automatically fails. Hey.
Nope, that's bad.
Oh, it has lots of wisdom.
I don't like this. Okay, that's my action. Wasted. Yeah. Bonus action. Bonus action. I don't have anything. That's okay. I'm gonna point it out to the rest and say the other one is that way. Behind the building. I'm gonna step back.
Ezekiel.
She said it's behind the building that I'm standing next to?
Yes.
Perfect. I hate that. I am going to move. Dang, I can't see it.
Are you rogue enough? You don't have bonus action, huh?
That is a good question. I don't know. I don't think I get that yet. Cutting action. Wait. I think I can. Bonus action dash. Thank you, Fox. Do I see it? I almost sees it. Not there. Okay.
You know, you see enough that you know it's there, but you're not getting like a full view of it.
Yeah, so I couldn't like Eldritch Blast it. I think
You could just a -5.
Ooh, those look disgusting. Okay, well, might as well. Eldritch Blast. Blocked by a wall.
Okay, yeah, you don't have full. Sorry, did I share that image with all of you guys, or was that just to Calgar?
It was just to Caligar. I had to hover over it to see it.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, shoot.
For when you do actually see it, this is what you're facing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's disgusting.
It's cuddly.
That,
I like to call them
That-
gribblies. It's a little gribbly.
yeah, no, I mean it fits. A little gribbly.
I am going to cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
Nice.
So, did that automatically? How do I know if that applied the temporary HP?
If you open your character sheet, it'll be there in blue.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
not so I get 5, I think. No, I get 10 because I'm a warlock and it casts it at 2nd level.
Yes.
Perfect. The full combo is coming together. I end my turn because that's all I can do.
Okay, it steps out and sees you all there and runs at you, laughing as it goes.
Joke's on you. I just bought new armor. You can't hit me.
Don't
And it
tempt a
wants to get
critical.
as close as it can. So for that, Bertrand's going to take his attacks.
Come on, birdie boy.
And he's using his fancy new shield. He's saying the word, it floats up, so he's going with 2 hands. Because I totally remember that's the thing I gave him.
Mm-hmm.
That hits. And he's gonna pump a smite in there because that is the paladin thing to do when you're facing demons.
Ha! Spoilers. We didn't know this was a demon.
I mean,
What else is it
it
gonna
doesn't
be?
look natural. That's for damn sure. Where the hell? Why is that not cast anything?
Man, something's really wrong with the rabbits here.
No, stop that.
Gimli, I need your protection.
Okay, there's got to be a way on here to do it properly. Oh well, whatever. Smite takes a spell slot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it does.
I would
There
hope
should
so.
be a
Imagine if
feature
you
or
could
something.
infinitely.
Yeah, but I hit the feature and it didn't do anything.
There might be something else. If it's not a
Yeah.
feature, it might be under
Oh.
spells or something.
Oh, there it is. Haha.
Gimli casts Good Boy at 9th level, and we all have an armor class of 30 now, so...
I like this plan.
Alright, so that's the first attack, then he takes his second attack. And missed? Okay. Now the Gribbly's turn. So it's going to run up. It's going to do a claw attack against Bertrand. Which missed. He's going to take a bite at Ezekiel. Which missed. And then it brings its three hands together and you hear a loud crack of thunder.
Where's my armor class now?
It has magic now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, these pink ores are evil.
I don't know why it's making a save on. I can't not make it do the dancing light.
Oh. Thank you for the bless.
It came in handy.
See, we are friends. If that was a 15, I believe that should have hit me. I don't think Armor of Agathis increases my armor class, does it?
No, it just gives you temp HP, and if something hits you in melee, it does thorns damage.
No, it rolls a 12.
Okay. Oh, okay, I see.
And
I
your
see.
armor class is 15.
Okay, yeah. I thought it was saying it rolled a 15. I'm like, that would just hit.
No. Alright, that's it for him. We're back up to Tobias.
Alright, let's see if I can do this one-handed. I'm going to take a shot at the new horror. He comes in.
Hits.
And I'm also going to do this as a grasping arrow.
Okay.
And then take a second shot. And if
Alright.
it moves, it takes 2d6 damage. And it can get rid of either of them can get rid of the brambles with an action.
Cool. Does it or last for a minute? So you even okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but it costs a full action to get them
Hey,
off.
it's okay.
And that's
Okay,
my turn.
so it lasts until you use the option again. So the first one is no
Wait.
longer grappled by it. Okay.
No, it's... What?
Brambles last for 1 minute until you use this option again, or until any creature uses an action to remove them with an athletics check.
He's right.
Reading it right from that text.
So
Okay.
you can only have it on one creature at a
Yeah.
time, but it persists for that minute on that one creature.
Okay, well then I'll still go with it. It's my mistake.
This one's going to come running out and burst through the door. And he's just going to go do a Thunder Wave.
It sweeps up from him, remember?
I know. I'm seeing where I can put it.
No, don't hit me.
Alright, and then you get pushed back 10 feet.
Mhm.
And that's him. And Bertrand is going to
Flank.
do the paladin thing.
Flank. He's gonna flank. Bertrand would flank.
He would flank.
Yeah.
Nice. It didn't help. His strategies, but my dice. Oh, yeah, he's going big into this one.
The crit.
Yeah, he crit.
See? Flank.
Hey.
And
Smite.
then we will smite. And
Tusken Raider.
from the shape he saw, he figured it was pretty low on health. He's just going to do a level 1 smite.
Ooh, jeez.
He's slow on health. Just a little level 1.
Kapoo! So he runs up and the first swipe goes wide, like passes overhead, missed it completely. Second one he brings it down and just cuts it through the middle. And as he cuts it, shouts some mystical paladin bullshit, and there's a bright flash of light, and it just rips through the flesh of this horror, and the bisected parts just fall to the ground with a wet thud. And then you hear something, just sound of nightmares.
No, it doesn't.
What the fuck is that?
Is a tree coming for us?
The two halves that split, the crunching and twisting you hear is the gaping wound, like the ripped half forms over itself. 2 new sets of legs grow out, 3 arms grow out, and the two halves stand back up as the color has drained from them. They're no longer pink. Now they have more of a bluish tinge to them. But the laughter has stopped, because this is the sound that you're hearing now. Where did it go?
How many times do we have to kill these things? Does anybody know?
I know, out of character.
They're crying.
Oh,
Me too.
I don't like it.
That's what it sounds like when I have shitty rolls.
Oh no.
And this one I'm just gonna let play until you kill them all. Because I'm a jerk like that.
Okay.
Me looking at their faces.
Wait, so I was supposed to take half of the 5 damage, right? Oh, it did. It applied. Never mind.
I'm just
hate
gonna
this.
start beating this one.
Hits. Okay, you hear that like breaking of bone, but it's still going. And that was almost a 19 on the roll.
Yeah, no bonus actions. That's what I got.
Alright, fuck it. Let's get up in here. Inflict wounds. Oh, come on, man. That's so fucking rude. Why can I never do anything cool? That's all I got. I'll just keep holding bless.
Ezekiel.
Okay. Bonus action. Using my once a free a day casting, I'm going to hex the one between Bertrand and I.
Okay. And Hex does necrotic.
Yes.
Okay. You can just add it into your damage.
Okay.
They're just
So it's-
resistant to lightning, cold, and fire.
It's 1d6. So I'm going to then pull out my rapier and stab it. I think I only get to do this once, though.
Yeah, probably.
But I get advantage because I'm flanking.
Mm-hmm.
And I also... Let's see if we hit. So 26 hit?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So I'm going to add 2d6 of sneak attack damage because I'm a rogue.
Mm-hmm.
And
An extra
1d6 of
1d6.
necrotic
Mm-hmm.
for 3d6 extra damage.
Okay. Your rapier embeds deep, and you kind of like rip through the flesh, but it's still going. The crying gets louder, more discordant, really piercing the ears.
I need to double check one thing before I end my turn. So that creature also cannot make opportunity attacks against me for the rest of my turn because of fancy footwork.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to step around to this side on this creature, and I'll end my turn.
Okay. So it watched you step into the dark. It knows you're there, but it can't quite see you.
I smart.
So his claw misses. And he goes to bite.
Yeah, I'm gonna hellish rebuke that.
Okay.
Dex save.
You didn't target it, did you?
I do have it targeted.
Okay. Didn't come up. All right, let's see here.
No.
Dex save.
Yep, should be a 14.
Nope, fails.
Cool. So this one does not have hex on it, so it would just be the normal 3d10 fire damage.
Oh, now it does it. Okay.
Oh, okay, so I have to click that.
So it takes 21. But the fire doesn't quite seem to burn as well as you think it would. And you take whatever that was.
Oh, and hang on, I need to roll a concentration check.
Yeah.
It didn't prompt me to do a concentration check. That's just normal constitution saving throw?
Yeah. DC
Or is it a
10.
Is it a saving throw or an ability check?
Con save.
And I'm still blessed. It applied.
Yeah, you're good. Okay. This one is going to attack Bertrand. First is the claw. Which missed. Second is the bite. Which missed. Then we got Tobias.
All right. Did I see these things struggle to hit things in the darkness?
Yeah, the one that went to attack Ezekiel, you can see like it's trying to focus its eyes, but it's not quite seeing well in the dark, and it just whiffed. You watched the claws like pass easily and not even come close to him.
Okay. Well, then I'll end the concentration on dancing lights, and I'll get rid of all the lights. Watch out, kitty. Watch out. And then I'll move up here, kind of get a little bit of cover near the rock. I'll take the first shot at the crying blue thing.
The closer one?
Yeah, the closer one.
Okay, you get advantage on the attack. So roll another d20, see if you get the crit. No, okay. Okay. The arrow thuds like straight in where the sternum would be, but I guess also kind of a nose. And you stagger it because you left it on death's door.
All right, I'll take another shot.
With advantage. Not that it matters because you killed it.
Oh,
How does it
yeah.
die?
When I see it kind of go blind in the darkness, I just smirked myself, notch another arrow, and kind of casually send it at it. And then what I'm going to do is... Oh yeah, I have that. I keep using that. Haven't used that yet. Where the hell is it? I am going to action surge. And I'm going to take a shot at the second crying thing. Do I have advantage?
Okay. Yep. It can't see you.
$32. God damn.
I'll fire again. Ooh. Still hit. And this is the first time I've used this feature, so I don't know if I'm doing it right. I can re-roll damage rolls once per turn.
Yeah, so you want to do it on that last attack there?
Yeah, the one.
Yeah, okay.
So
Then
any way to
just,
magically do that, or do I just roll it again?
roll a 1d8.
So 2 extra damage.
Okay. So your arrows hit, and like your aim, like you're feeling it. Your aim's bang on where you want it to be. You don't leave this one on death's door, but it's on the path.
Sure.
It's on the porch. It's on the porch, yes.
Yeah, it's walking up the cobblestone. Buddy boy here is gonna stick with what he knows. Let me just see something. Oh my god, these things are stupid. So stupid. I need to read them better. Okay. So it's going to first attack Cardinal. It'll do a claw. And it missed. It will do a bite. And miss. And then it's going to turn to Calgar. And it's going to reach out and grab you. Because you're a nice dwarf encased in metal, he gets advantage, which missed. And one more thing to do for you. Drops the Thunder Wave. Fox! The fuck?
Just kill me. The dice demand it.
Apparently. Okay, and then Bertrand is gonna step
It's okay, you're
forward.
right next to me. If you fall, I'll just have to pick you up again.
I'm sorry, clerics can do cool things, people. It's just not my clerics.
He's not gonna smite because he knows this one's just gonna die from that hit. He walks up to the next demon. Goes for a second attack. And he missed. And Calgar.
Alright, annoyingly, he's resistant to, like, all my damage. I'm going to step back 5 feet, so if he wants to opportunity.
He will take it. No, you missed. So you're a fucking tank.
You gave him the armor.
I'm aware of that. That roll wouldn't have made a difference if it had been the brazen armor or not.
We're in the same boat.
Alright. Target, do the thing, and I'm going to fling for my hammer. I'm going to like swing my hammer, and as like mid swing, there will be a orb that flies out of it.
What type of damage?
Cool. It hits acid.
Okay.
Bada sweet. Ooh, nice.
It's something. And with that, I'll step back into melee.
Okay.
I'd like to cry. I mean, go up there.
Yes, cry. It's like scry, but with one less letter.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes. I can do things. I did a thing.
You did a
I
thing,
feel
and it hurt.
very helpful. I feel very helpful. With a bonus action, I'm going to take one of the small healing potions.
Sure.
Yep. And that's
And
it.
the more damage you do, you notice the laughs are starting to change a little bit.
Change. What anime girl shit is this?
Zeke.
Bonus action, move my hex that I'm still concentrating on over to Mr. Purple Nurple guy.
He can see you, by the way.
He can see me?
Yes.
Yeah, this guy's a pink horror. He's not a blue horror.
Yeah, he's got good eyesight.
Ah, I see.
Or now.
Well, the good news is that doesn't matter because I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast.
Finger guns. Pew!
And
Yeah, 21 will hit.
plus one. Wait. If I'm casting Hex at 7th, 2nd level, it doesn't get any increased damage, does it?
No, it needs to be 3rd or 4th level.
Third or higher.
Okay, yeah.
But
that's
that'll
what I
increase the
thought.
time that you can concentrate for. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
plus
doesn't increase the damage.
1d6. And I have a second Eldritch Blast.
Mm-hmm.
Give them the old one, too. Hey guys, isn't bless handy?
Yeah, it's really
Yes.
keeping us up.
So the first blast takes it high in the left shoulder, and you see like chunks of flesh being ripped off, and they hit the ground, and they kind of like bubble as if it's like you put fat onto like a really hot pan, and it kind of like skitters around the ground and like disappears in a puff of smoke. And the last one hits it low and rips that same another chunk, a bit larger, out of the abdomen. Again, hits the ground, sizzles around, disappears. It's not dead yet, but it's at the door.
Ooh, I'm going to move. I'm not going to move if I'm on measure. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Alright, I'm going to circle around this rock just for fun. And I'm going to take 2 shots at this pink guy.
Fox, you have no idea how much I've seen that show.
What show is that?
Dino Trucks.
Oh god.
And then I'm going to take my second shot at the corpse.
Well, after the first one dies,
Yeah, it doesn't stay a corpse for very long.
yeah, it's like the moment it passes over, like keels over, it starts doing its grippy thing. And then the crying starts.
I don't see them yet. Oh,
I'm sorry.
I hate it so much.
Yeah.
It's
All right.
hilarious.
I'm going to take my second shot at the closer of the
Okay.
I'm with
priors.
Fox. I can't help but start laughing at it whenever she just gets like the.
And then I'm going to pierce her again for that one. So then I get same
Same
damage.
amount.
Fuck.
Do you have any idea how hard it is to find like wailing, crying sound effects? I found a bunch of like.
Oh yeah, I'm
No,
not
I want that
surprised.
scream, like that one you feel in your soul. Oh, Bertrand, he needs to kill something.
I mean that is what he's good at.
That is, yeah, especially when it comes to demons.
Where?
He goes with the Hackin. And the Smiting. For shits and giggles, he'll do this one at second level.
Yeah, make him use the spell slots.
Not my spells, that's what do I care.
Your DM cares.
And just
Oof.
obliterates in a flash of light. And walks over to the next guy.
It's the first time for everything.
Oh, I didn't actually roll.
Hunter says, "Don't use my spell slots."
You telling me you're not going to get a long rest after this? You're still a couple days away from the city. You'll be fine.
I just need a short rest.
I forgot to target, but a 9 misses, so nothing happens there. We got Calgar.
Screw it. I'm gonna turn around, look at the next one, and I'm just gonna raise my hammer again and draw as more lightning bolts spew forth. And I'm gonna make that one do extra damage
It's a good thing you
with a
can't have
whopping
one.
5. And I'm gonna do another attack. Yeah, because I forgot to mention earlier, my hammer's not magical at the moment, so it's. I'm assuming these guys need magical weapons to actually do anything.
Well, you haven't tried, so you don't know.
I did smack the other one upside the head, but I forgot to say that it wasn't magical, so it didn't get brought up. But I didn't do a lot of damage in the first place anyway, so.
Kill it, Cardinal.
I am trying. I'm going to do Toll of the Dead. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Another. Just gonna
Move over, get advantage.
Oh, right. Okay.
Aren't you a DM?
Yeah, but
Shut-
her dice have hurt me, like, here.
No, I was talking about her.
Oh, yeah, that too.
They don't do flanking in my every single other game. It's advantage, right?
Oh,
Advantage.
yes,
Roll it again.
it's advantage.
It's
God help us
AC's
all.
12. It's not hard to hit.
Listen. Every day I wake up.
Oh my fuck.
No.
Dude!
It's a struggle.
Dude!
It's not me. It's the statistics. They hate me.
It's because you have no respect for math.
You shut your whore mouth.
Statistics is math. Until you respect it, the dice won't respect you.
Not in this game. That's all I got. I'm crying.
Zeke.
I mean,
Bonus
Don't feel
action, move the hex over. Yeah. I don't really need to do it. I just need to know that it's an extra 1d6. Oh, and I was supposed to choose an ability. So just for S&Gs, we'll say strength.
Sure.
And then I'm going to Eldritch Blast. Plus 1d6. Is it still alive?
It's
Then
on death's door again.
I hit my other Eldritch Blast. Plus 1d6.
How does it die?
The Eldritch Blast comes out and nails it right in the square of the back, and its chest explodes, spewing blood on anybody in front of it.
so you're covering Cardinal again.
It's not
This
my
isn't
fault.
the first. This isn't the
Well-
first time you've given her a blood shower.
From the direction that's coming in, if it exploded and covered people in blood, the blood would like go the same direction as the blast. So you're covering Calgar with blood.
Perfect. He'll think
I
it
have suffered enough. Please.
adorns his armor quite nicely. I'll walk over here and just stab some. Or are the remains bubbling away?
Yeah, like now that the power's left the area, what you see there is like bubbling away or like just being consumed by the ground.
You walk over, join the rest of the party, and go, I really fucking hate these chaos demons.
Now, is this area have a center of corruption, or is it just generalized to the area?
Oh, no.
And here we go.
Oh, no.
Hey, I
And
actually passed one.
he removed our bless.
I think that's the first one I passed.
That combat didn't last an hour.
Okay. Ezekiel, we're gonna go down to the Whisper channel. We're gonna have a little chat.
Okay.
Okay, so you killed the last of the demons, and you're looking around, and you can even see like the magic that was corrupting the walls to make them be wood fleshy bits is starting to dissipate, and the walls are losing some of that structural integrity, and they're starting to like kind of lean in towards the center of the buildings.
I don't like it.
Well, it just goes to show that we've reduced the chaotic influence in the area, so now they're falling under the regular laws of the mortal realm.
I'm going to take a shot at the east house where the eyes were.
You're taking a shot at the house?
Yes.
Roll to hit.
It's not letting me roll. It says 0 targets. Is there any way to force it?
You could just roll a d20 and then add your attack to it. Whatever
Yeah.
your standard attack number bonus is.
You can hit the broadside of a barn, and the arrow just goes in. You hear as it hits what sounds like wood, but no other effects really stands out.
And
It's
the
not
house
bleeding
isn't-
or anything?
Yeah.
No blood, nothing. Seems like the material's starting to transition back towards being proper wood.
Okay.
So does that mean we have to track down the laughing demons that are doing the other things, or?
Probably. Whatever's causing it on the other village.
So that means we got to go back to the rot.
I wish
We gotta find the perpetrators.
wish I could tell you about the whisper, but I can't.
Shush.
The options before us are to keep going to Altdorf or try and track down demons in the woods.
Well, since
Demons
you've
in the
killed the horrors, you're not hearing any laughter anymore.
Not
Yeah,
these
I meant
Yeah, he
other
meant
demons.
to. Yeah. Like if we went back to the Nurgle infested area and tried to find any Nurgle demons to deal with, to help reduce the chaotic
Okay.
influence over there. That's what he's talking about.
Gotcha. Roll
So what do you guys wanna do?
history. Let's do this. Where is history H?
Oh, the dice change worked. Go do.
Okay, so most of you are fairly confident that the corruption for like the disease and rot wasn't demonically influenced. So there's no demons there that were spreading that corruption.
Really?
Meanwhile, I'm just
Really,
standing over
really?
here, just like, yeah, let's go fight.
Well, in that case, perhaps we should just continue to Altdorf. I don't know how to fight the rod, so I tried everything I knew.
Well, we never went for the center of the corruption.
We could try that.
Well, that's one option. We can try and find what was at the center, fight it, kill it, or we could just keep going to Altdorf.
When we were in the rot, we were told that there was no center, but it was everywhere and nowhere. Which I think the rot corruption will be a little bit more difficult than just fighting off some demons. But wait, I rolled a 1. Ignore everything I just said.
No,
That's a great idea, Bertrand.
that roll
That's
was
a
to
great
see
idea.
if you encountered anything on your travels, like when you're bringing Hans back and then you're passing back through it. What you actually know is what you said.
Okay.
Maybe
Hmm.
we go to Altdorf and find out a way we can fight this rot.
We still need
That's
to
everywhere,
investigate
nowhere.
that note.
Yeah, that too.
I think we should head to Altdorf and gather support and supplies and information.
Sounds good to me.
Can I go up to the trees over here and just kind of quietly put out there, my lady, we're going to Altdorf. Is there anything I should take care of while I'm there?
try and eavesdrop.
I didn't stealth away. I just kind of walked away.
I'm trying
I'm
to
just
listen
gonna
in to see who
I'm
you're
just-
talking to.
I'm just gonna be like sidestepping my way over there. And despite what you think, my plate armor just for some reason doesn't sound as loud as it usually is.
I understand. I'll do what needs to be done. And I'll come back. Sorry, had to take a leak.
I'm going to be very intently inspecting the ground.
Cardinal watching you walk back. I'm standing in the corner, and she said, "Uh-huh."
So have the buildings fallen in, or are they just slowly collapsing?
It seems like the support from the middle that's holding the walls more vertical has lost some integrity. So they're not fully collapsed, but they're more like sagging.
Oh shoot, I'm still on gameplay scene. Whoopsies.
Yeah, we
Whoopsie doodles.
whoops and doodles. Shall we rest here or find a new place?
Sounds
I
good.
wouldn't want to rest here.
We still have the
Well, it depends on how
dilapidated
long you want.
buildings for some cover.
It depends on how long you want to rest here. I wouldn't want to do a long rest here.
Well, it's like
short
nighttime
rest.
now. If we start moving, we're going to be moving in the night, which I'm perfectly comfortable in the night, but
You've also been traveling for most of the day, so like you're getting down to, if you really push it much further, you're getting to a point where you're going to risk exhaustion.
All right, I'll step into this building in the northeast. Does it
Okay,
look like
which-
it's going to
which-
collapse on us in the night?
Roll a perception.
Okay. Yeah, I'd just like to do a general check for which building looks the strongest.
he's a
I'm
dwarf. He
gonna
knows a lot
assist.
about buildings.
I'm gonna assist your search. So, advantage.
Okay. So can I do that? Yeah, can I just do a investigation check?
Yeah, go ahead. Dude with, you got the advantage there, perfect. Okay,
Of
so,
course.
Tobias, because of your family, you do have some understanding of structural integrity, but it's not really designed for buildings. So as far as you're concerned, that building's secure. It's going to stay up.
Gotcha.
Caligar, you watch Tobias go in, and you're a little less sure about that building. We would recommend the one to your, like the middle and the west.
That one right there? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would suggest this building over here. That one looks like it could fall over on top of you.
All right, well, before I leave,
And I give this one a sturdy knock on the wall to like kind of prove my point.
I'll take a quick look for valuables on the way out.
All right, roll investigation. You don't find anything.
I'm going to
Gotcha.
take the time to roll all the other houses during the night for anything of value.
Okay, roll investigation.
Come on, big money, no whammies. $14.
We're gonna drop back down to the Whisper Channel.
Oh no. And I will come back into the house that I believe everybody else should be in and dust myself off and start, cleaning my armor off, take it off for the night. Just kind of quietly find a nice corner to myself to lay down and go to sleep.
I'd say the amount of time that you were gone searching, it's been about a half hour where you weren't around with everybody else.
Okay.
Okay.
So as you come back, I'm gonna be like, did you find anything while you were out and about?
Nope. Didn't find anything.
Deception or persuasion, your choice. Roll it privately.
Let's see here.
No, you do not get blessed.
Cardinal, you're not entirely sure that you believe him, but you don't know why. Something's not quite making sense to you.
Okay, figures.
And I'm just going to make my way to bed. Quietly face the corner and try to fall asleep.
Well, I'm just putting the
Yeah.
alarm. Sorry, I'm putting the alarm from right here in this corner down to this corner.
Sure.
That one right there. That way, in case anything does try to come in, be notified of it.
Just be in this
Sorry,
corner.
what were you gonna say, Tobias?
I wasn't saying anything. I was just keeping the cat from playing with glass.
Gotcha.
That's good.
Cardinal, were you going to say something?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Zeke, you face that wall. You think about what you've done.
Already planned on it. Thanks, Mom.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to do before you call it a night and pull off a long rest?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. 1 second. I have to go do the thing. I'm going to draw a few cards.
How many's a few?
We're gonna do another set of 4 because apparently I like 4.
So I think I am going to make one change to that card that gives you a free magic item. It disappears on the long rest. It's not going to become a deck of I get all the stuff. Okay, so champion. And you're doing this before your long rest?
Yeah.
Okay, so you get +1 to bonus to your damage rolls. That lasts for 8 hours. So by the time you finish the long rest, it's gone. You gain resistance to, because it's been so effective for you today, let's say lightning. And that lasts for
9.
12 days, not bad. You get +1 to your bonus saving throws from day. The benefit lasts until you finish a long rest. And beginning, your hit point maximum and current hit points increase by 2d10 for the next 8 hours.
Mm-hmm. Sounds about right.
So you get 15 HP until you finish the long rest.
Woo! Hey, if anything attacks us during the night, you're fucking golden pony boy.
I'll be ready. I mean, it's like I really like this deck. I'm just trying not to abuse it too much. Because I could just pull every card in the morning.
You could, yeah. I think you're maxed out at 5 though.
Nope, there's no restrictions for
There's
it.
no
It's just
restrictions on it.
no. It's just a matter of how many cards do I declare I draw. I want to draw all of them. Bleh. You just do them all. But yeah, I'm just trying not to abuse it because I like the deck of wonder and I don't want you to like destroy it.
And I assume you guys are setting watches throughout the night.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, we're just gonna all take a nap in the middle of a Sage village. It's fine, guys. You might want to watch those tentacles. They might go go weird places.
Ooh.
What's going on with our rolls?
At least they're consistent. Okay, so let's say you each evenly divide your 8-hour shift between the 5 of you. I don't know how you figure that out because I'm not doing math right now. Tobias, as far as you're concerned, nothing happens in the middle of the night.
Sure.
Yeah, you just bored out of your tree. Same thing for Bertrand. Calgar, during your watch, you're paying a little more attention to the area outside, and especially that bush that you saw. And you're noticing that what was tentacle has now died and withered, and the bush is just kind of lost any support from the main trunk, and it's just leaned over, and you can see it's starting to pass. Ezekiel, what we talked about in the whisper, you're a little more aware of that, but
Okay.
nothing really further stands out about it.
Okay.
And then Cardinal, you're running your hands over the walls, making sure you're not going to see any more eyes pop out. But for the most part, it's been a very uneventful night.
I'm up and at 'em early in the morning, making myself some tea from my rations and ready to go on about the day.
Yeah. When we get up, I'm gonna pull out the deck again and draw another set to start the day.
Okay.
And for giggles, we'll make this 5.
Sure.
You're gonna like mischief.
So the Chaos card's going to give you lightning for the same 12 days, so it doesn't actually stack on top of that.
Okay.
Knife, something you're proficient with. What are you proficient with?
Simple weapons, battle axe, hand axe, warhammer, light hammer.
Okay. You get a sling +1. And that'll last until your next long rest. Order. Let's give you Radiant. For 5 days?
Okay.
What's Mischief?
Go choose an uncommon wondrous item chosen by the DM, or I draw 2 extra cards.
You want the item, don't you?
Yes.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I mean, come on.
Okay, I'll let you know what happens in our off time.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
That's gonna take some searching to do.
It's gonna be a minute because
There's a lot.
Oh yeah, I think there's like 12 some odd pages of uncommon wondrous items,
And then.
and then
You are
monster
baned
and bane
for
the day.
yeah, long rest. Okay, cool.
See, I told you you'd like mischief.
Those two might just randomly disappear from that deck.
I was thinking you might do that, but I was really hoping you wouldn't.
You'll get a couple uses out of it. It's
Well,
fine. It's fine.
The deck gets stolen in Altdorf.
I mean, I definitely wasn't thinking about that.
No, it's living in my bag of holding. I only pull it out to use it. The best part is that I could just like, hey, do you want to draw cards? There's no attunement to this. Everybody else could draw this too.
I'll peek out in the morning. Is the ground stained where the creatures were?
It's like blackened with like where the pink horrors fell. There's a kind of reddish tinge to the black. Where you killed the blue horrors, it's a little more blue. But it looks like it's almost been burned in those places.
I'm just gonna move to the southern edge of town and go Altdorf is this way.
All right, let's head to Altdorf.
I think I have to do this because Hunter would want it. Booty, can you roll persuasion or deception, whatever you want to choose?
In regards to which way Altdorf is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So Bertrand knows that you're taking him in the right direction, but he's very suspicious about how quickly you want to get out of this village.
I don't care. I want to go to Altdorf.
I'm just laying it out there so that next time when Hunter's here and actually playing, we can deal with that on the trip there.
No, I know. That's how I'm responding to Bertrand questioning me. Tell him, I don't care. I want to get to Altdorf. It's this way.
Well, in a party conflict before breakfast. We love it.
I'm gonna be extra quiet on the walk today.
Do you announce this, or you just?
I'm just letting, like, not like stealthy quiet. I'm just going out of my way to not talk on the walk. It's just something you would notice. This whole time, Ezekiel's been very friendly, very talkative. Today, he's not.
After a couple hours, I'll like nudge Ezekiel with my shoulder, be like, "You feeling okay?
Feeling fine.
You're a little quiet. Something
I don't like being questioned all the time. I'm gonna continue walking. And I'm gonna speed up the pace so I'm not standing next to her so much.
Okay.
Bertrand walks up beside Cardinal and just like nods in Ezekiel's direction. He goes, "What was that about?"
Do it in the voice.
Ahoo, ahoo, ahoo. I can't do the voice, so I'm not gonna try. Ahoo, ahoo, ahoo.
I don't know.
But you think you have an idea of something? Something's bugging you about how he's acting?
Yeah, there's definitely motivations he's not telling us, but I don't know if they're bad or just hidden. Trust is hard. Don't think he likes me very much at the moment. Can't imagine why. I've only been spying on him a couple times.
At least you haven't been like outright accusing him like Bertrand has.
No, no kidding. I've actually been supporting him. Thank you very much. Just tell one person the truth. Jesus.
Okay, so you're making your way downtown. I mean, you're walking through the woods.
Faces past. We're not homebound.
I'm gonna keep an eye
If
out for any new.
I'm homebound.
Sorry, Tobias, what were you saying?
Keeping an eye out for any new forms of corruption as we head south.
The further south you're going, like you're looking for the corruption, but it's clear that the closer you're getting to, like you're starting to recognize, why am I blanking on this? Signs of civilization, right? So you're getting more. You can hear in the distance farm animals. You hear the occasional moo.
The path is more defined, more well trodden.
Yeah.
The leaves here are trodden black. That's doing it, and never mind. It was a too heady of a Robert Frost joke for the road not taken. Sorry, poetry
but like
nerd.
you're getting more like away from the disease and from the mutation of Zinch, and the trees are looking healthier and like you expect trees to look. Bum 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 bum.
If you like my body, come on, everybody.
So it takes you about another full day to make the trek. And then you get to the edge of the trees and you break out and you see in the distance effectively what is a very pristine and glittering city. Let me see if I have an actual image of it.
On my beach, just preparing Zone of Truth for no reason.
I'm preparing the same spells I prepare every day because I'm a warlock.
Unless you multi-class again.
Warlock rogue.
Vogue? Is that?
Rogue.
Would that be the combine?
It's a roguelock.
I'm calling it a Vogue.
No, I don't like that. Unless I'm on the cover.
Okay, so you come through the trees and you see a city where that is commonly referred to as a city of spires. It's unlike Middenheim, where it seems like it's been carved out of the rock of the mountain. Everything seems polished and glittering. It is the pinnacle of the civilization of the Empire. It is the center of their world. And apparently it's dark here. Because I didn't change the setting.
I'm just gonna keep a close eye on Ezekial. And you didn't private that, buddy.
Oh. I swear I said I did private. Oh well. And thieves can't.
Bravo.
Not just he.
Bravo.
I had it set to private GM role and to thieves can't, so that's weird.
Well, no, if you want to whisper the GM, it's /WGM.
Okay,
Yeah,
hang on.
there you go. Yeah. You didn't see anything. Ugh.
Huh?
Mhm.
I can't see anything except the token on a sea of black.
Just how I remember it. Outdorf, you'll never find a more wretched hive of villain and
Company.
treachery. What's the quote?
Scum and villainy.
Scum and villainy. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yep.
Except that's not Altdorf. It's a city of enlightenment and education.
To me it is.
Well, yeah, but even the hardships you've gone through.
Yeah, they
yes,
were
like
all self-inflicted.
Every major city has like an underbelly to it, but even your view after everything that's been done, like you still view the city as like a symbol of hope to humanity, and it's the bright center of education and possibility, and like the colleges of magic are here, the university and the library is here, the Imperial Palace is here, the Imperial Zoo with all sorts of strange and wondrous animals. It's just
You forgot.
Whoop.
He hates education.
No, I don't hate education. I hate tax people. They took my house.
Big government.
Okay, so you guys are at the crossroads leaning into that northern
It's still
gate.
black.
How is it
Global
black?
illumination. Global illumination, honey. Or sight on the token, maybe?
I took away token vision. Oh, what now?
I can see now.
There you go.
Oh, it's just as beautiful as I remember it. Hey, I
As you're
whispered.
approaching, like the sunlight is like glistening off of the spires of the Imperial Palace, and it just the beauty like touches you in your soul.
So Zeke, you gonna lead us to the library wherever we're going?
Hang
Where
on,
are we going?
I'm waiting on an answer first. To a question I had for Azrael in a whisper.
That nobody else saw.
I'm gonna
Anyways.
go off of the city is elevating my mood. It's familiar, it's home. And you just kind of you just kind of notice a little bit of a pep in my step as we approach the gates, and I'll go, Tobias, I'll take us right to the library and start heading. Wait, what time of day is it?
By the time you come out, it's let's say 6:30ish. Like the gates are just opening up, and local farmers are bringing their carts in for bringing it to the market, and the city's starting to come alive.
Yeah, I know. Let's go. Yeah, let's head to the library. Take us right there.
Okay.
Except I'm going to detour for a minute with the party, and I'd like to take them past my family home.
Aww.
Well, first you have to get through the gates.
Oh, well,
As you're walking up to the gates, 3 guards step out front and ask, "What's your business here?"
Sir, I am Ezekial von Mildenstein, and these are von Mildenstein's mercenaries. We saved Middenheim from the forces of chaos. We're here to seek enlightenment in the library as to some tasks we have been given by the Empire.
Von Mildenstein?
Yes, I know I have a reputation.
That's putting it lightly.
I'm a changed man.
How are we to believe you?
Do we have an official contract with the dude?
With Graf?
Yeah, that one.
Graf McGurkshire? We didn't get his name, he just called him the Graf.
Yeah, we did.
Well, I
we?
gave you his name.
What
Yeah,
was
it was Boris Todbringer.
Boris what?
Todbringer. Boris Todbringer.
Yeah, Boris Todbringer. Graf Boris Todbringer sent us this way on an important mission after I'm sure you heard on the attack in Middenheim.
When did this attack take place?
About 2 weeks ago. How long was it? 2 weeks ago?
It's actually noted in the calendar.
I don't know how to work all these fancy things.
My thing is lagging.
Hold on, let me check.
If you double click, it opens up the calendar and there's notes in there.
How do you see the notes?
Click on the day with the yellow circle and
I don't
Then-
see a day with a yellow circle.
No.
not, or is it just
No.
for me? Okay, it's just for me. So by the time you reach Middenheim was on the 3rd, so about 10 days ago.
About 10 days ago.
Yeah.
Forces of Chaos attacked the city. You guys didn't hear anything about that? You don't know about the towns devastated between here and Middenheim?
Were they on the Middenland side of the border?
Yes, they were on the Midland side. We were assisting Hans something take census after the attack before we came here. And we have his census to deliver here, don't we?
I'm gonna pull up the relevant documentation as he's talking and just be like, and this is this, and this is this. Here's the census.
So that tells me you're here to drop off a census. We haven't heard anything from the north about any attacks. Did they give you any documentation? Do you have anything with the Graf seal on it?
Did we get anything with the Graf seal on it, guys? He asked?
Fox's face says everything you need to know about that answer.
Motherfucker. Alright, let's walk back to Middenheim. I don't remember him saying deliver this to Altdorf. He just asked us in the throne room to continue to seek out.
Yeah, but what, are they not gonna let us into the city?
Well, I have a fucking reputation here, guys.
Well,
I've told you my story.
But the rest of us.
Can my friends
Can
gain entry and I can wait outside the city? Is this a personal beef with me for my family? Is that what's going on here?
It's not so much a personal beef. You can enter the city, but just be aware, we know you're here, and we will be watching.
That's good. I know you're here too. It doesn't change anything.
Yes,
Just-
please keep watching.
Keep everything above board.
We always do.
Otherwise, you'll find out how comfortable the accommodations are in the prison.
Your hospitality is noted. Thank
Can I
you.
go find a piece of wood on the ground and stand on it and put my hands up? Look, I'm above board.
Go before we change our minds.
I'm gonna storm off, but instead of going straight to the library, I'm just gonna walk past the von Mildenstein's former manor.
Why am I helping you? You don't even like me. I hate you.
I just don't like being questioned.
You know, that's what my parents used to say.
I just need to look something up here quick.
I did warn you all, I have a reputation in this city.
No, I expected that.
If you think I'm bad now, that guard probably woke me up in a stable holding a pig more than once.
Holding a pig?
Yeah, like cuddling it.
Poor
I mean,
pig.
pigs are cute.
Probably, or he did find you.
I mean, it's all statistics now, but, you know, if he didn't, he knows a guy who did for sure.
So when you're walking past your family's old manor, it's clear that in the amount of time since everything went to shit for you, no one's been taking over the care of this, what used to be a very fine and opulent building, and the signs of neglect are there. Windows have been broken by children that were throwing rocks at them. Siding is starting to peel off. Paint is flaking, and it's depressing for you to see how far the house has fallen.
I don't point it out. There's a noticeable slouch after I realize that, and then we keep walking to the library.
I would like to take note of this location. Just mentally.
Also, I would like to keep an eye out this entire time for that rat bastard Archibald Fairchild.
How actively are you looking?
I'm fucking looking.
You're fucking looking. I'd
I'd recognize those beady little eyes from a mile away.
Disadvantage.
Perception check with disadvantage. Oh, that's the everybody. Where's my token?
Oh, I probably should bring those out for you guys.
He's like 3 blocks around the corner in a bakery. You're like, I smell him.
Yeah, he smells like fucking pretentious cologne.
I smell little bitch.
You said disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Damn.
good.
Still fucking good.
That's still a pretty good roll. That's not bad. Yeah, like you're scanning the crowds as you're walking through, and like you're looking intently at every face you pass, and you're not seeing them.
It's fine.
But
for now.
But you're still on the hunt. Okay, so you're going to the library, which is right beside the university, which is here. But your little jaunt to go past Casa von Mildenstein takes you way over here. And then you start weaving your way back through the city. I'd say from the time you enter the city to the time you actually get to the university and the library, takes you about 2 hours for it.
It's fine. A lot of them probably stayed up late studying, so it's better to show up a little mid-morning-ish.
Ezekiel, how much money to buy your house back?
Oh, how much did I owe him back taxes? We'd probably have to talk to somebody about that. It's not cheap here.
Yeah, you're looking in the... Oh, for a house like that?
Yeah.
I'd say probably a solid 3 million gold.
It's,
What the fuck?
I used to have a lot of money.
That's just for the land, right?
Yeah, that's not including buying back all the businesses I lost. Anyways.
I'm trying to find a picture of the university. I'm just not finding it.
Have you
So-
ever thought about rebuilding somewhere else. With cheaper rent.
I don't know if it would cost the full $3 million to buy it back. I don't know if they're holding it until I pay my taxes. I don't know what the legality of all that is. I just know I can't go in there without potentially getting myself in trouble. We'd have to talk to somebody.
Or save the world. One of the two options.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, you wind your way back through the streets of Altdorf, and you find yourself standing out front of the university, and attached to it is the Great Library. And the library has a feel that, beyond just being a repository of knowledge, it's also a holy place and a temple to a god whose name I am drawing blank on. I want to say Shalea, maybe. But that'll be something that we can explore next time, which is going to be a little bit of time because, if I'm not mistaken, or do we have another week still?
I think we have another week.
We have one more week. Okay, so we'll explore that next week then. And then after next week, then we are going back to Exandria and dealing with the Mad Mage there. But that's all I got for tonight.
Multiple campaigns.
All right.
Thank you, everybody that tuned in. We'll see you next week. Same time, same place.
TTFN. Ta-ta for now.
Oh.